Thank you, Governor Ricketts, for this invitation to be here today. I really appreciate the opportunity to amplify this incredibly important message to all of you Nebraskans who are tuning in. We want you to stay home and keep Nebraska healthy. And as our city and state continue our efforts to stifle the spread of COVID-19, I join the governor in emphasizing the message to stay home. The actions we take during the next 21 days are so critical to our success as a community and as a state. These new directives reflect the best guidance of our public health officials and experts at this time, and we are so fortunate to have them available to us, advising our local health departments and experts advising elected officials here in Nebraska to make sure that we're making the best decisions for our residents. In Lincoln, our health department, the Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department, is leading our efforts to confront this pandemic. And we have had a hotline available to answer questions from our community members about COVID-19 and the health department's best guidance on how to manage life and work and operate a business during this time. By the end of business last night, our hotline in Lincoln-Lancaster County had answered 954 calls since it was started on March 23rd. We've also answered over 520 questions, specifically about the directed health measure that we have in place in Lincoln and Lancaster County that we put into place on March 26th. And we've had 305 contacts about suspected violations of social distancing through our Uplink app that our health department has been able to investigate and provide education about as needed. But what these numbers really say to me is, and give me confidence, is that our residents want to comply with these directed health measures and with the new measures that the governor is implementing today, which are so important as part of our evolution in our work to protect the health and safety of all Nebraskans. Simple actions like wearing a mask in public and limiting your essential grocery shopping visits to 1 per week, they really do make a difference. And in the absence of a vaccine, these prevention efforts are our best weapons in the fight against the coronavirus. You know, we've got first responders and healthcare workers on the front lines of this fight every day, and they still have to report to work. But one of the most heroic actions all of you can take is to stay home and keep Nebraska healthy. I'm grateful to the governor for his collaboration and ongoing regular communication with me and my office and all of the residents of Nebraska during this pandemic. And I want to thank him for this opportunity to speak to you and again reassure that this is working. These social distancing measures, while difficult, challenging, and posing disruption to our lives, they're working, and they're working in Nebraska. Keep them up, Nebraskans.
Thank you, Mayor, and I want to compliment the work that you're doing here in the city, because if you look at the testing and the rates of people testing positive, and Dr. Antone, I think this is still right, it's about 3% in Lincoln, is that right? 3.1%. 3.1% in Lincoln, just compared to statewide about 6.5%, and some of the other places that are even higher. So you're right, Lincolnites do want to do this. They do want to stay home and help present the slowest right. So great job, people of Lincoln.